Hello, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are and whatever time you're going to be watching this video. Welcome back to the channel, Up the Reds TV, with me, Andy Cambe. I hope you enjoyed the rest as I have done after our 5 games in 15 days. It was nice and chilled. Didn't worry about anything, not that we need to in the Premier League, that's for sure. Yeah, it was great, and we're still 13 points ahead of second place Arsenal. And yeah, it was a great relaxing weekend for me, and I hope you guys enjoyed whatever you're doing. And yeah, not to be involved in the FA Cup, it is what it is. The boys were given some time off, and if you go on Instagram, I'm not going to tell you where they've been, just in case it backfires on them tomorrow. But some went some distance. So, but they're back now, and they've been training for a couple of days. So that was good to know. So yeah, PSG in the Champions League knockout stage at the Parc de France, or Paris, or whatever it's called, the stadium. We've not had good times there, have we, recently, with the hooligans, trying to start trouble with the French police. That's who I mean when I say hooligans. So hopefully tomorrow night goes, or even during the day, it goes peacefully, and there's no trouble in Paris, because it is Paris's biggest game of the season, and obviously it's ours, because we're in the knockout stages of the competition. We finished first, and we've ended up getting PSG. So it is what it is. So I'm doing this before Arne Slot's press conference. He's going to do it in about 15 minutes. So I'll watch that afterwards and see what he has to say. So this is just my take on the game tomorrow, from what I've heard and watched today. So training, 15 minutes for the journos that go there. No Cody Gakpo, he wasn't available. Obviously, no Conor Bradley, and no Joey Gomez. But yeah, no, that was a surprise not to see Cody Gakpo training. He did turn up today with the players, so I don't think it's a issue with ill health. Otherwise, he wouldn't be allowed anywhere near the rest of the team. And yeah, so not sure what is up with him. So you'll have to watch on Slot's press conference in about 15 minutes to find out what the update is on that. So yeah, it's going to be a tough game. Paris PSG, they've in their own league, they're flying in their own league. They've got 13 points as well in first place, more than second place, which is Marseille. They haven't lost this season. They've won 20 games, and they've drawn 4 or 5, so they're unbeaten. That's Neil, that record's better than ours. Obviously, we had that loss against Forest, didn't we, this season? But it is what it is. I think it's 19 wins, 5 draws. They've got, but the last 20 games they've won 19 and drawn 1. So that's their record at home. Last 10 games, they've scored 40 goals. So they are purring. They are clicked into gear after a slow start in the Champions League campaign. And they are going to be dangerous at home. So they've got rid of the old Galactico buying players to win the Champions League, and they've gone with youth, and it's paying dividends. They've got a really, really good squad. We will have to be at our best, which we were getting back to, weren't we, in that run of 5 games to the back end of it. And so their forward line, they've got Osimhen, Dembele, they've got Bradley Barcola, they've got Desiree Do or something. They've also got Kavakitska in midfield, Fabian Ruiz, Joe Neves, who we were linked to. So yeah, as Warren Zaire, Emery, I mean, they've got some quality players. The back, I think the back line's a bit dodgy. If I'm honest with you, they've got that Donnarumma, the goalkeeper. I mean, he's a good goalkeeper. William Paco, he's a centre half. They've got who's the others that they've got? Kim Bembe or something like that. He's a centre half. Nuno Mendes left back. Marquinhos, the captain, is another centre half. Lucas Herolde, he's a centre back, and you've got the right back, Ashraf Hakim. So they've got a good team. We will have to be on it. They played recently. I think they played on the 1st of March at home. They beat Lille 4-1, but he rang the changes after 60 minutes there, Gaffer. And it was 3 or 4-0, I think, at half time. So you can see the threat that they pose. They are quick on the counter. How are we going to play it? It's a tricky one, this one, because normally you would go 4-3-3 against them and go toe to toe. But I think Arne's going to be a bit cagey. I think he's going to go. We say 4-4-2. Nobody plays 4-4-2. I think he's going to go 4-2-3-1 against them. Flood that midfield. It's going to be interesting with the lineup without Cody being there now. I'm looking towards the Man City game. The formation will be like that. And I think he'll pack in midfield. So my team, obviously, Ali, Trent, Ibu and Verge. I think Robbo will slot into that position. Middle of the park, you'll have Maka, Ryan, Dom. I think Curtis will start as well on the left-hand side of that quartet. And up front, I think he'll go for Diaz, you know. I've just got this funny feeling he might go for Diaz. I mean, he's got the choice of Jota, with obviously Mo as well, playing on the right. But it's one of those. He's not going to start Nunes, that's for sure. What we don't want is any silly cards being given out in this game. It's going to be a hostile environment. 2 informed teams from their countries. The French league isn't as good as the Premier League because you are at it constantly. And like I say, they played recently. That might slightly go against us because we've had a 7-day break. We no game this weekend, so we'll just have to wait and see how we come out of the blocks in this one. We've sort of like been at it, and then obviously we've had this break, which I think the players needed, if I'm honest with you. So yeah, I've seen lots of people on social giving it a 3-1 to Liverpool. I think it's going to be a lot closer than that. I'll be surprised if it is 3-1. They will definitely score. They are absolutely on it with their chances that they create. So we just need to be mindful of that. So I'd like us to win it, of course, over there, but I think it's going to be old school performance from Liverpool of yesteryear, back in the 70s, 80s. It's going to be one of them performances where everybody digs deep. Our next game's on Saturday against Southampton, and there'll be changes made for that game. Look, Southampton are where they are, rock bottom of the Premier League. So, but yeah, he'll go really strong, and he has to, because he has to get something from the game there. Look, we'll have the Anfield atmosphere next week for the return leg, and yeah, even then it will be a toughie, but hopefully the Reds can get something in Paris tomorrow and take it to Anfield next week. So that's my team. What it's going to be. It's going to be a tricky one. They're all hard now. We've basically got the Premier League wrapped up. They're not going to give up on that, but this is now the business end of the season for the Champions League, and let's see how the boys do. Look, if you like this video, please give me a like, please share it, and if you're new to it, please subscribe to the channel. You've been watching Up the Reds TV with me, Andy Canby. Tomorrow after the game, I will do a post-match, and I'll speak to you then. Up the Reds.